What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new bargain squad builder. I haven't done one of these yet this FIFA. I really missed them from last year, to be honest. They were so cool last year, building really decent cheap squads, and this one is one you have to pick up. So many wins I picked up with it, and that's what we're going to bring back this year. We're going to do loads of really useful squad builders. Now, before we get stuck into it, what I do want to say is if you want to pick up some coins for some more expensive players, check out cheaputcoins.com. They're the fastest, most reliable site, and if you use promo code GamerCan, you get 5% off any orders over 100k. So let's get straight stuck into this with the goalie, and that is Salvatore Sirigu. This guy is absolutely brilliant, relatively cheap, 86 diving, 87 reflexes and 85 positioning, one of the best goalies in the game in my opinion, and yeah, he's just a really solid keeper. One thing I didn't mention as well, you can pick this team up. I picked it up through bins at about 15,500 coins. If you get them in cheaper bins, if you keep your eyes open, you can get them cheaper. Also, if you go for bids, you can probably pick it up for like 12k, so it's really affordable indeed. But in left back we have Kevin Constant. This is actually a player I haven't used on this or the last FIFA, and he's actually got really surprisingly good stats. 83 pace, 79 passing and 77 defending means he's really good at bombing up and down that left side, and I'd highly actually recommend him for your teams. In the left centre-back role, we have Ogbonna. Now, this guy is an absolute beast this year. He's obviously made his move over to Juventus. He has his links there with Constant and Sirigu, and having that 77 pace makes him a very useful defender indeed. In the right centre-back role, we have Marquinhos. Now, the only problem with these two together is they aren't the strongest partnership, but they have like relatively good heading together, 72 and 79. They do end up doing the job for you. I wasn't actually let down by either of them at any point, and obviously having that amazing pace, they can cover if they miss any headers anyway, so really overpowered indeed. In right back, we have Rod Fanny. Now, this guy is a very weird one. Some years he looks really good, some years he doesn't look so good. This year, I think he looks pretty decent. 85 pace, 76 defending, 72 heading. He's just a bit of an all-round defensive right back. You're not really going to be using him to be bombing up and down the pitch, but you don't really need that. He does a perfectly adequate job there of defending for you. In the next central defensive mid role, we have is it Blas Matuidi? I think so, or something like that. Yeah, Blas Matuidi. He has 78 pace, 83 defending, and 76 heading. Very good defensive mid stats indeed, and obviously has the strong links there with our centre back and our right back even. Over to the left defensive mid role, and it's actually the most expensive player in the team, and that is Claudio Marchisio. 79 pace. Well, I'm not even going to read the stats out because they're so well rounded. They're all good. Just really good, well rounded stats. The only letdown is heading. You don't need him to be winning any headers at the end of the day. So when you've got all that pace, that defensive abilities, he is a very good defensive mid and rightly deserving of that most expensive player in the team little stat there. So into the central attacking mids now. In the middle, I have Koke. I think he's the most suited to the middle because he's got 75 pace, so he's not the quickest, whereas these guys are more like wingers. It's really tricky to navigate on this squad. I don't know why, but the two wide cams are they're quicker. The pace is more useful. The central run, the dribbling, the passing is, to me, is more effective, and he's amazing at both of them. So into the left cam role, I actually went for, if I can find him in my club, Munain. This guy was a winger last year. He's coming to cam this year and looks unbelievable. 85 pace, 84 dribbling, 4-star skills, and just some unbelievable stats. So for me, he is one of the better cams on this game, and so cheap as well. So that for me makes him a really good value for money. In the right cam, we're actually going to have to scroll all the way along to the non-res, I believe, for Adrian, but last year he was a striker. This year he's dropped back to cam, and he has been very good there. He looks brilliant on the game, and he plays brilliant too. 85 pace, 85 dribbling, and just some really good other stats as well. Good finishing as well. And last but most certainly not least, we have Rodrigo, an absolute gem on this game. Everyone knows about him, but he's just a brilliant gem. He's absolutely fantastic. One of the better players, one of the better strikers on the game, even for me. And I really like the whole fact that these I don't know why I said five, these four players up the top are just fantastic attackers. Every single one of them gets involved in the attacks, as you'll see from the footage that's coming up now. So I'm actually going to jump over to that footage whilst we talk a bit more about them. And I really cannot say high enough about that attack. Like, it's so brilliant. The four Spanish guys all linking up there. You've got the three Liga BBVA ones, and then the Benfica Liga Portuguesa one. And it's absolutely just brilliant. They're all so good at getting involved. Obviously, you've got the 4-star skills with Munain, with Rodrigo. And do you have it with Adrian? No, you don't have it with Adrian, and you don't have it with Koke. But the other two using the 4-star skills is very useful. And they're just, all the pace up there is absolutely brilliant. We've got 385 pace players, which is a little bit weird to have with the striker and cams, and then obviously Koke being a little bit further back has 75 pace, but they're all involved in the attacks. They've all got really decent shooting, and they're just amazing playmakers for one another. So for me, you literally cannot get a better front four than that on a budget. That's absolutely fantastic for it. The defense is so solid. The two centre backs are really quick. The two defensive mids are really good defensive players and really good going forward with great playmaking abilities and really good passing. And the fullbacks just do a really good job at just holding out the defence and just putting you together. And then Sirigu in the sticks just saving those shots as you'd expect him to do. So that is really all I've got to say about this team, guys. It is so cheap. I would 100% recommend you to just go and pick it up. Just go buy it and see what you think of it. I personally have really enjoyed using it. Now you don't have to worry about formations and stuff like that. It just makes building teams like this just so much easier. So you might even have half of these in your club. I did. Go pick them up. Let me know what you think. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. That's all I have to say, guys, today. Thanks again for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.